I'll give everyone a few more moments to hop on here, and I will begin speaking about what I was just discussing on the phone with another friend. And I was like, dude, I'll just go live here in a few minutes, hang out just a second, and I will show you how easy it is to understand what I'm teaching you. And because he doesn't know anything about charts, nor did I. And dude, when I started first looking at charts in like 2008, I would say it probably took me at least 10 years for my dumbass to gain a real understanding of what I was even looking at. And I'll click these ads off of here. Bear with me. And once a person can gain an understanding of what you're seeing right here, you got to always remember, first and foremost, nothing works all the time. That's a promise. That's a guarantee. I'll say it again. Nothing works all the time. However, if you can gain an understanding of a chart based on what I am getting ready to show you right now in this live video, and it won't take me long to do it neither. I've got my son who's 12 years old right now. You should see his demo account. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not helping him at all. I showed him what I'm getting ready to show all of you right now. And again, what I was just explaining on a phone call. And as we all know, it's a lot better just being able to see it right here in person. So I'm getting ready to take my last sip of coffee, and I'm going to get to work explaining on, in my opinion, and again, my opinion is simply my opinion, but a simple way for the common person, and hey, I'm as common as it gets, to understand what you're looking at right here. If you basically have no understanding at all, I'll take you from level 0 and have you being able to go out here today and carry on a conversation about charts with people that actually know about charts, and they'll be like, damn, you know what you're talking about. So here we go. The first thing that I would suggest, if you wanted to write it down, learning about, I'm going to really teach you about maybe 4 things here. But the first thing is going to be zones, okay? Z-O-N-E-S. What are zones? Well, it's pretty simple. I've got them identified on this chart via these purple rectangles. Can you see these rectangles going clearly across the screen? There's one here, one here. You see that pretty evident, right? Okay. Each of these rectangles that I have drawn onto these charts manually, these are zones. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. That is a zone. Okay? What is the importance of a zone? Okay? Well, if you have properly identified a zone, you will see price doing 2 things. Meeting resistance right here at the top and getting shot back down into the zone. And meeting support. Let me find an ink pen here. It may be better for me to point at this screen. This is a freaking touchscreen laptop. I got to be careful. But it will be gaining support from the bottom of the zone. So do you see right here? God dang ads. Sorry guys. Do you see right down here where these candles pop, pop, pop right there on the bottom of that zone and then shot up? Okay, well, you can see there that price found support. Once again, price found support, S-U-P-P-O-R-T, off the bottom of this zone. Support is one of the things that I want to discuss, as well as what shot price back down off of this line. When price gets shot down, price has met resistance. R-E-S-I-S-T-A-N-C-E. So, going back to the zone, all you have to be able to identify are repeated points of resistance and repeated points of support. Now, what's going to be interesting to find out for those of you watching and for those of you that will be watching this recorded video is that each of these zones that you see that I have identified here on this chart, and by the way, for reference, the chart that I have pulled up here is Suku, S-U-K-U, Suku. So as you see, as I shrunk price down, I've got them identified all the way up through here. But what I want you to bear in mind is that these zones that you see are from years ago. I'll repeat that. These purple rectangle zones you see on this chart right here before you, I identified at the last bull cycle, okay, back in like 2021, okay? Once you understand zones and you understand price action, and you've been studying just nothing but charts for years on end, you will grow to see in experience, and some of you may can attest to what I'm saying, maybe you can't yet, but I promise you what I'm saying is true. Where price has met resistance and support at before, once price gets back to that range again, it will meet resistance and support at those same areas. Do I need to say that again? If you have been able to successfully identify accurate zones on a chart from years before, if price is trending within that particular range again, be prepared to see price meeting resistance and support within the same identified zones that you have identified from years earlier. Everyone understanding so far, right? Okay, let's start back from the beginning. I said I want to teach you about zones, right? I want to teach you about resistance, and I want to teach you about support, and I want to teach you about one more thing, and that's consolidation. What is consolidation? Okay. Consolidation simply means where price has ran sideways, being just ping, 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 right within a zone. So, do you see how, let's start from right here, where we were just referencing moments ago. These 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, okay? Price had came back down to retest the bottom of this zone, and you can see it didn't want to break it. And remember, this zone is over 3 years old. All of these are that you're seeing right here. Now, when price broke off of it, look where it met resistance at. Oh, wouldn't you know it? At the top of a zone. Okay? Now, price is still wanting to break out from that bull candle. And look, tested it, tested it, tested it. Here's the breakout, right? And where did it meet resistance? Right there at the bottom of that zone. And notice this white line going across the screen right here. Do you see that white line? That white line right there, that is simply the 200-day moving average. Okay? And if you want to reference that in mind, I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you want to reference that 200-day moving average, then you will see how price has not been able to reach that 200-day moving average anywhere. And then right here where price began testing the bottom of that zone, let me get the pencil closer to the screen so maybe it'll be a bit more clear for those of you watching. When price began retesting right there, look what else it was retesting. That 200-day moving average. And notice it got met with heavy rejection back down for a retest of the bottom of this zone right here. Here's the retest. Notice this retest right here is a higher low than this previous retest right here. See how this retest is lower than these candles got right here? Okay, and now here it comes. It found support right there. It found that support. So here it comes back up. Ping, 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 testing that 200-day moving average. Also consolidating where? Look, what is consolidation? Where price is running what? where price is running sideways. Now here's what I want you to write this down if you're taking notes. When you see price running sideways at the top or at the bottom of a accurately identified zone, be prepared for a move. Whether it be a move to the upside or a move to the downside. Once you see consolidation at the top line or bottom line of an accurately identified zone, be prepared for a move. This is where patience comes into play, folks. So, here it is consolidating at the top of that line and meeting resistance off that 200-day moving average. But look at what happened when it found the support right here. Enough support to break through not only the 200-day moving average, not only the bottom of this zone, not only clear through the top of this zone, all the way up testing the top of that next zone right there. You see that? Look how it jumped all the way out of this zone practically from right here and retested the top of that one. Now, it was met with heavy resistance, of course, back down to what? A retest of this zone right here. But look, it didn't even make it back down to the 200-day moving average. And price tested, came up retesting the top, still wasn't ready, had to come back down and get a little bit more fuel right here. Notice, what are you seeing right here that we just discussed a few moments ago? Look, see how this is a higher low than these lows that you see right here with these red candles? Can you see that? That's what you're looking for in a continuation of a trend. Higher highs, which we see here, here, here. Higher lows, which we see here, here, here. So these are certainly signs of an uptrend, but the main thing I'm wanting you to continue focusing on right now are these zones and resistance and support. Because look what happened right here with this big green bull candle. Whenever price did break out right here, you think it's by happen chance that it did what? Retested right there at the top of that zone, just like it happened to do right there. And look at this low. Well, we're still painting this. This is a daily chart, by the way, that I've got pulled up here of Suku, S-U-K-U. And on this daily chart, it still has 10 hours and 51 minutes left before it finishes painting this current candle that you see that is currently in action. But we can go ahead and say that the current candle being painted here on the daily has gone up to retest the bottom of that zone right there. Now, if I were to go down to a smaller time frame from the daily chart right here, you may be able to even better see price action bouncing within zones, even more so than you can see here on the daily. Let me see if I can take it down here to the 4-hour chart. Here we go, right up here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Where you at? 4-hour chart. Okay. All I changed right then, I changed the chart from the daily chart down to the 4-hour chart. Again, if you've been hanging out now for the continuation of this live video, I have been discussing these zones that are more than 3 years old. I have not adjusted them whatsoever. These are over 3 years old, in play right now, and just look for your own eyeballs right there before you what you see price doing within the zones. Okay, now, remember me just saying a moment ago, when you see price consolidating at the top line or bottom line of an accurately identified zone, be prepared because a move is getting ready to happen. Remember me saying? I just said that like freaking 3 or 4 minutes ago. Look at this consolidation right here and look how it is all perfectly testing the top of that zone. Okay? Had to come down here and get just a bit of fuel. Wham! completely, look at the move. It didn't even come up here to test. It shot all the way out of that zone. You see how powerful? Look, could you imagine now knowing what I just said? Now whenever let's say you have identified these zones, and then you see that, you ain't even seen this right here yet, just imagine. But you see that right there. When I say that right there, I'm talking about this right here. You see this right here happening. What do you think's getting ready to happen? You can rest assured a move is coming. And look at that move. It will happen every single time. And once you learn how to identify these zones, this will prove true no matter what the chart, no matter what the asset. I don't care if it's standard stock trading. I don't care if it's crypto. I don't care if it's Forex. I don't care if it's futures. It is irrelevant. If you can identify zones, you will have an edge. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do I identify those zones so that I'll know to be attentive whenever I myself see price meeting consolidation within those identified areas? It's pretty simple, I'll tell you. If you want to write it down, step 1 is to go out to the larger time frame. Now, we're on the 4-hour chart, right? Well, I'm going to click the 4-hour chart here, and let me see how big I can go here on TradingView. Friggin' ads, man. Get on my nerves so bad. Let's see how far out I can go. Let's do a monthly and see how much that will show us. Okay, let's see. Let me see what it looks like on the weekly. So how far back can we go here on the weekly? Here we go. Let me pull this down. Okay. First and foremost, sorry, I was trying to see how far back it's going to let me go. Here I am back into the, I can go all the way back to November 21, it looks like. So, let's go back to where price is right now. I know where it's at. If you want to do this with me, you need to be on the SUKU USD chart. That is SUKU-USD. I am simply on TradingView.com right now. If you've got a TradingView account, I'll pause here for just a few seconds and give you time to pull this up so that you can do this for yourself, and you can form your own opinion to see how accurate what I am saying to you right now, and how accurate this information is, and how beneficial this information can be if you understand what I am saying. So, once again, TradingView.com. I have pulled up the SUKU chart. That is SUKU-USD. That's so if you want to reference what I'm looking at, that's what I'm looking at right here. And you will see that price is currently at, let me pull this up so I can see what is the current price. 11 cents. 0.1123, you see right here in the green, okay? Keep that in mind, 11 cents. So if you would go back to the last bull run that we had, and here it was coming down from the bull run, you can see SUKU got up to over $1. What did SUKU get up to? Let's see here if we can put the horizontal line. Where's my horizontal line? Come on, baby. Boom. Roughly $1.58. Let's leave that there. $1.58. So SUKU has been all the way up to $1.58. Price is currently at 11 cents approximately. So you could see that price was, where we at on the 11 cents here? There's 11.96. What's his date range? About April of 22. See this right here? Monday, April the 18th, 2022. And I've got that cross right there at 1196. Okay, let me see if I can get back to April 22 on the 4-hour chart. Not sure if I can. Let's see if I can right now. I'm going down to the 4-hour chart once again. And I am going to attempt to go back to April of 22. I'm not sure if I can pull that much back data on the 4-hour chart or not. Let's see. Come on, man. Will you not let me drag this? God, February 24. I need to go back. Could have sworn there was a bar I could drag, but I'm not seeing it here on the laptop. Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to get back to April the 18th of 22 to be able to show you exactly what to do. Currently at May 23. I'm simply just clicking and dragging the chart to my right. That's what I'm doing. Going back in time on the chart. Sorry you're having to sit through this part of the video right now, but I don't know how to get to it any other way. September 22, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. There's June. We're almost there, folks. We're in April. And there it is. Here's April 27th. April 23rd. Here, that's good. There's March. Now, I could have sworn I thought I seen April 18th, 22. Price was around the 11-cent range. I guess it was right in here. Okay. Now I'm going to pull price up so you can have a larger view. Okay. Might be able to work with something here. May need to see a little bit more of this in order for you to see it. Okay. There we go. So this time frame that I have just zoomed in on here is at the size that I've got it blown up at is roughly right in here. This is May the 10th, Tuesday, May the 10th, 2022. And this is going to extend over to roughly Monday the 23rd. So that is the price range, 2022. We've gone back in time now, 2.5 years on the chart. Now, remember me earlier speaking about resistance and support, right? Okay, let's reiterate once again for those that may have missed it. Resistance simply is where price meets a certain point and it gets sent downward. Resistance sends price down. That would be a good note to write down if you are, just learning about this stuff. That would be a good note to write down, I promise you. Resistance sends price down. Support sends price up. Support sends price up. So you got resistance and you got support. And you've got one other thing, consolidation. Consolidation is simply where price is running sideways. Experienced traders will tell you price can only do three things. Price can either move up. You may have already guessed that price can move down. But what a lot of rookie traders or chart enthusiasts, however you want to title it, fail to recognize is price can move sideways. Okay? These sideways movements are what is known as consolidation. Those are going to be very, very, very important points on a chart for you to be able to identify. So if you can identify what I just said, resistance, support, and consolidation, you can accurately identify zones. Now, if you are in trading view, just like I am right here, you will have access to what is called a rectangle tool. And the rectangle, let me see, like I said, I have drawn these such a long time ago. Let me see where my rectangle tool is so that you will know yourself. Not there. Where you keep your rectangles at? Not there. Mother. Where's the rectangle? Am I just overlooking it? Well. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, I just seen your comment. Let me give you a shout out. Just a Texas dude. I'm sorry, I'm getting hung up here trying to find the rectangle tool. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked at how simple this is. Oh, I'm about to start yelling, motherfucker. Motherfucker. God damn it. Where the fuck's it at for real, dude? I'm getting pissed here. Where's my fucking rectangle tool? Anybody know where the rectangle tool is at on a trading view? God damn it. Let me see. Geometric shapes. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Fuck me. There's the rectangle. Okay, let me get it back off here so I can show you. So over here on the toolbar on the left, whoa, I've about got my phone zoomed in so much you can't really see it, but you can see it right here. On my laptop, you see this toolbar over here on the left? Okay, this one right here that says geometric shapes, patterns. Are you kidding me? Oh, right here it is. Well, how did I get to the geometric shapes, dude? I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Right there. God almighty. I'm going to leave the mouse right there for a second. I'll get somewhere here in just a minute. You see that brush looking thing right there? When you scroll that mouse right there over, it'll say geometric shapes. Click that. Okay. Under shapes right there, the first one you're going to see is rectangle. Click that. I gotta click off this fucking ad. God damn it, motherfucker. Oh, I think it's still activated. Okay. Here, let me pull price up. Oh shit. I activated it. Let me start over here. Let me pull this chart up a little bit so I can show you how to draw a rectangle real quick. Okay. How to draw a rectangle. Step 1. Go over here and click the geometric shapes and then click rectangle. Now on the chart, all you're going to do to set the bottom of it is click and hold your mouse down and drag it up. See how I'm dragging it up? It's got those points right there. Okay, when you let go, you can right click. Goddamn motherfucker. I'm sorry. Been a minute since I drew it on here. Here, hang on. Dragging it up, not right click, left click. There we go, Tanner. After I left click, see it stays in place? Then I can right click on it and I can adjust the settings. So all I did was right here. I'll do it one more time because I know I fucked up on that first one and I want you to see this. Motherfucker. Okay. How to draw a rectangle. Step 1. Come over here and click the geometric shapes. Click rectangle. Go back to the chart. With your mouse, left click. Drag the rectangle up. Release the left click. Click it one more time. And then right click. Once you right click the mouse, go down to settings. And then go up to style. And then you're going to see these boxes right here, extend right and extend left. I want you to make sure that you check extend right and extend left. Once you have done so, you can click OK. Note you can set these rectangles to be whatever color you want. I've got mine purple right now with a yellow outline. That's what I've got. Once you've got all that set, click OK. Now, I'm going to right click it once again and remove it. I just wanted everyone to see how to draw the rectangle. Now, remember, I am over 2.5 years back right now in time on the Suku USD chart, SUKU. I've just showed all of you how to use the rectangle tool. And I know I was fucking up there for a long time trying to get it brought up, and I apologize, but now I've shown you. So now that I've shown you how to draw that rectangle, let me tell you how and where you need to start drawing it. Okay. All you've got to be able to do is identify repeated points of support where price has came down and bounced off of that. See it bouncing off of it there. See it bouncing off of it there. And repeated points of resistance. Now if I come underneath this purple line right here, look how it shot. Look, you see it couldn't break through. Couldn't break through. Couldn't break through. Couldn't break through. You get what I'm saying, okay? You're looking for repeated points of resistance and support. To better narrate it, just within these few candlesticks that we see here, on this 4-hour chart, again, this is a 4-hour chart. Look how that 4-hour chart, look how price had a hard time getting back up into that zone. I haven't really talked about testing and retesting, but typically when price comes down or price goes up and it reverses, look, after it reversed right here, it came back up to test this zone. So when price is getting back up into this zone right here, this is what is known as testing the zone. Okay? Now, you want to write this down, I would say. Once price tests a zone, price will typically move in the opposite direction before coming back for a retest. And at the beginning of this video, I stated, before I stated anything else, and I want to say it again right now, nothing works 100% of the time. Okay? That's the best note anybody can ever give you. The most honest piece of trading advice anyone can give you. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is or how much goddamn money they're flaunting. Nothing works 100% of the time. Got it? Copy? You with me? Okay. Price came up to, what did we just say? Test that zone right there, okay? And what happened? It wasn't ready. So it met what? It met resistance right here. Resistance does what? Resistance sends price down, okay? What do we see right here on these the bottom of this 1, 2, 3 candles right? You see this? See these bottoms? You see the bottoms of these candles? If you were with me earlier in the video, you would know that that is a higher low. Goddamn ads, motherfucker. And that's a goddamn motherfucking ad. Okay. That is a higher bottom or a higher low than what you see right here. Okay. Look what happens once price established the higher low than what we had right here. It came back up. What's it doing right here? What's it doing right here? You see this wick right here? It is testing the bottom of that zone. Couldn't even get to it. Price slapped its hand. You get what I'm saying? It says, don't you come up here and touch this line. And Price is like, oh no, motherfucker, I'm touching it, goddammit. And look, what happened when Price touched it? Look how hard it wicked. It said, no, 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 no. Get back down. I don't want you getting here. And Price says, fuck you. Wham! There's the retest. Get what I'm saying? Here was the test. Here's the retest. And it fully surpassed the zone. But got met with immediate... Look at how hot these fucking zones are. It immediately met resistance. Back down to retest the bottom of that zone. I'm telling you, Price wants to cling to zones. But be prepared whenever you see it doing what? Consolidating at the bottom or top of an identified zone. Because look what happens right here whenever it gets hung up on that line. Look, it can't get off that line. It can't get off of it. You see these candles? Look at it. It's like, God damn it, I want off this line. I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on. Boing! When it lets go, look at that. You see that move? That's the whole point of this video right there. That is the point of this video. You've got to be able to draw the rectangles first. Look at that rectangle right there. Look at how many times we can count resistance just in this little bit of time. This is only like a day right here. Look at the resistance. Let's count it right here. I'm going to count this green. You see this green? I can't even talk. You see this green candle wick right here? There's resistance number 1. There's resistance number 2. There's resistance number 3, resistance number 4, resistance number 5, and right here it found support. Right here it found resistance number 6, I believe. Resistance number 7. Right there it found support. Write this down. Past points of resistance become future points of support. Past points of resistance become future points of support. The opposite as well is true. Past points of support become future points of resistance. Past points of support become future points of resistance. So not only have we counted 7+ points of resistance right here in this small time frame on this 4-hour chart, but look at that line and look at how many times you can see support popping off of it, popping off of it, popping off of it. You get what I'm saying? Once you see those repeated points of resistance and repeated points of support, look at the support right there at the bottom. Look at the support it's getting. Look at the support. When it breaks that bottom, see how it's got the power? Look, when it can't break that bottom, it ain't got the power. But look, if it can break that, if it can break through that bottom, if it can break that damn lid open, damn, it's got some juice. But see, Remember testing and retesting? It still wasn't ready right here even after the retest happened. Had to come back down here and, like I always say in my dumbass brain, had to get a little bit more fuel. Where did it fuel up at? Do you think it's by happen chance that it's right here fueling up at where? The bottom of that zone? And look what happened, baby, when it got to fuel. Zoop! Hit the damn nitrous. Hit the damn nitrous. Okay. So, and I appreciate you commenting too, Just a Texas Dude. Thank you for tuning in with me here. I hope this proves beneficial to you as well as my few friends that I've been trying to help understand this stuff as well. Are you understanding resistance? Resistance sends price down. Support, support's a bounce. It sends it up. Consolidation is where price is running sideways. If you understand those three things, you can do what? You can identify a zone. Because how simple is it to identify a zone? By drawing a fucking rectangle. If a guy or girl can come right over here and click on them geometric shapes and click that rectangle option and click this screen and drag it up and leave that rectangle on there, then you can leave them zones. Remember talking about extending it left and right? Because once you have identified, here, let me pull price down here so you can see. Oh, no. Don't move that, motherfucker. Go back. Whew, damn, I don't want them zones moved. God almighty. You see, I just about moved that zone right then on accident. I do not want them zones moved. These zones are so fucking accurate. Oh my God. Last thing I want to do is move these zones. I mean, I could identify them again, but look, guys. Can you see why I have the top of that rectangle right there? That's really the main point of this video. Okay, it's one thing to understand how to draw the rectangle. That's great. But do you see why I put that line right there? Anybody, I know there's only 3 people watching right now, but can you see why that it's right there? Why? Because look how many times price bounced off of it right there. You see that? As well as right here, same thing happening. See all that? And look at price getting resistance off of it. Remember, look right here. Here's a perfect example of it. Past points of support being right here, boing, become future points of resistance. Look at the resistance right here at these 3 candles right there. Support, resistance. Once you see that right there, can you see why that line is at the bottom right there? Why that line is at the top? It's that simple. If you can understand that and that, you can put these rectangles in the right place. And if you can put them in the right place, let's go back to the daily chart. Let's go back to the daily chart now. And let's go back to real time. Going to the daily chart. How can I get back to real time the quickest? Let's try this. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Let me pull price up a little bit so you can see. Let me enlarge it a little bit here. This is a daily chart. You should be able to see all you need to see right there. Look. Look at what them old 2.5+ year, 3-year-old zones do. Look at what price is doing today in December of 2024 based on price action from more than 2.5 years ago. Do you see that? Do you see what happens when price starts pinging right there on the line? Look at that. Excuse me. Look where price is meeting resistance at. take a close hard look at where price is getting support from. Do you think it's by happen chance? No, I assure you it is not. And these rules, and somewhat of a routine, if you want to call it that I have shown you inside of this video, can be applied again to any asset. Again, I've shown you all this on Suku USD. Okay, that is a cryptocurrency if you do not know. Suku USD. But it is applicable to any ticker. You need to be able to go back in time on the chart. You need to be on the 4-hour time frame. And on that 4-hour time frame, be able to identify repeated points of resistance and repeated points of support. Insert your rectangle drawings at those areas, capturing those zones that you have now identified on a past time frame. Make sure you have the rectangle setting in TradingView set to extend right and extend left, because your studies will show you as well the rules applied in the past. If you can go that far back on the chart, you'll see price meeting resistance and support within your identified zones further back than you identified them. You see what I'm saying? As well as you will see price meeting resistance and support within those same boundaries in current present time action, as we are seeing right here, right now on the daily let's look at Suku real fast before I end this video in real time on a 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, Suku. Look at the zones. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God. Do you see that? You see what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. Hopefully this video has been beneficial to you. Hopefully it helps you learn and gain a better understanding of any chart you choose to look at. I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to each of you inside of that next video.